Now therefore, hearken, O Yasharhala, unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live, and go in and possess the land which Yah, your power of your fathers, giveth you. Ye shall not abide unto the word which I command you, neither shall you diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of Yah, your power, which I command you. Your eyes have seen what Yah did because of Baal Peor. For all the men that followed Baal Peor, Yah, your power, have destroyed them. From among you. But ye that did cleave unto Yah, your power, are alive, every one of you this day. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as that Yah, my power, commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all the statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. And that's an awesome verse right there. You know, if we are to be looked upon as the people to follow, then we have to start acting like that, Yasharhala, okay? For what nation is there so great who have power so nigh unto them as Yah, our power, is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation? Only take heed to thyself, and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons. So continue to teach Yasharhala each and every day. This word is for you. Specifically, the day that thou stoodest before Yah, thy power, in Horeb, when Yah said unto me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth, and that they may teach their children. And ye came near and stood under the mountain, and the mountain burnt with fire, in the midst of heaven, with darkness, clouds, and thick darkness. And Yah spake unto you out of the midst of the fire. You heard the voice of the words, but saw no similitude. Only ye heard a voice. So he's omnipresent, but we still couldn't see him. All we heard was his voice. And he declared unto you his covenant, which he commanded you to perform, even 10 commandments. And he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone. And Yah commanded me at that time to teach you statutes and judgments, that ye might do them in the land whither you go over to possess it. Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that Yah spake unto you in Horeb, out of the midst of the fire, lest ye corrupt yourselves, and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female. So we're talking about the Queen of Heaven, we're talking about Jesus, we're talking about all the Hindu gods, all those charms you wear around your neck, those are graven images. Lest ye corrupt yourself, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, the likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air, the likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth. You shouldn't make any kind of graven image. Unless thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun, and the moon, and the stars, and all the host of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them, and serve them, which Yah, your power, have provided unto all nations under the whole heaven. And that's deep right there, because to understand what sun worship is. Unless thou lift up thy eyes to heaven, and I say this, and I said this already. Even all the hosts of heaven should it be driven to worship them and serve them, which I your power have divided to all nations under the whole heaven. But I have taken you and brought you forth out of iron furnace, even out of Egypt, to be unto him a people of inheritance, as ye are this day. We are people of the inheritance, man. We are the people of the Most High. We are his inheritance. Furthermore, Yah was angry with me for your sakes, and swear that I should not go over Jordan, that I should not go in unto that good land which Yah, your power, giveth thee for inheritance. But I must die in this land. I must not go over Jordan, but ye shall go over and possess the good land. Take heed unto yourselves, lest ye forget the covenant of Yah, your power, which he made with you, and make you a graven image, or the likeness of anything which Yah, thy power, have forbidden thee. And that's what we did when we came over here to America. We got bow down and start worshiping those graven images. For Yah, your power, is a consuming fire, even a jealous God. So, already in this one chapter, we see the characteristics of the Most High. He's jealous. He gets angry. And he can be wrathful if he wants to. For when thou shalt beget children, and children, and shall have remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourselves, and make a graven image, or the likeness of anything, and shall do evil in the sight of Yah, thy power, to provoke him to anger. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto you go over Jordan to possess it. Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed. And that's what happened. Stop worshiping those images and stop turning on us. And let our enemies pursue us and overtake us. And Yah shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither Yah shall lead you. And that's what happened again, man. It's like it happened several times throughout our history. Being taken and being scattered. We have some in America, some in Haiti, some in South America, some still in Africa, some all around the world, and we're scattered among the heathen right now. And that's why, we take on the heathen characteristics. That's why Haitians speak French, Creole. That's why the Afro-Dominicans over there speak Spanish, because we took on the language of our oppressors, and the Most High said he'd do it. And that's what happened. But, and there ye shall serve gods, the work of men's hands, wood and stone, which neither see nor hear nor eat nor smell. You can have all the wooden crosses that you want. You can have all the wood. You can have all the charms that you wear around your necklace. They can't see or hear. They can't do anything. They have no power. But the Most High says you bow down and worship those things, and that's what happened. But if from thence thou shalt seek Yah your power, thou shalt find him. If thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. That's why you gotta put in work. If you want to have the Most High do work for you, you gotta put in the work yourself. When thou art in tribulation, and all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, which are today, if thou turn to Yah your power, and shall be obedient to his voice. For Yah your power is a merciful God. He will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers which he sware unto them. Forsake now the days that are apart, which are before thee, since the day that that the power created man upon earth, and acts from the one side of heaven to the other, whether there have been any such thing as this great thing as have been heard like it. Did ever people hear the voice of your power speaking out of the midst of the fire, as thou hast heard and lived. So if anybody said they've seen God or anything like that, they never have done it. It's a lie, and you shouldn't believe it. When pastors tell you that they've seen God, that's a lie. Or have the power said to go and take him a nation from the midst of another nation, by temptation, by signs, and by wonders, and by war, and by a mighty hand, and by a stretched out arm, and by great terrors, according to all that Ayah your power did for you in Egypt before your eyes? Has anybody ever done that? The world didn't even know Ayah. He only manifests himself unto you, Yasharhala. Unto thee it was showed that thou mightest know that Ayah, he is the power. There is none else besides him. You see that? There is no other power. People say Jesus is God. There is no other power besides Ayah, man. You know, there is no Buddha. He is not the God. This is Ayah. He is the power. Out of heaven he made thee to hear his voice, that he might instruct thee. And upon earth he showed thee his great fire, and thou heardest his words out of the midst of the fire. And because he loved thy fathers, therefore he chose their seed after them, and brought thee out of his sight with his mighty power out of Egypt. See, he chose your seed. Seed means your childbearing. This is your seed out of your father. To drive out nations from before thee, greater and mightier than thou art, to bring thee in, to give thee their land for an inheritance, as it is this day. Know therefore this day, and consider it in thy heart, that Ayah, he is the power in heaven above, and upon the earth beneath there is none else. Thou shalt keep therefore his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee this day, that it may go well with thee, and with thy children after thee, and that thou mayest prolong thy days upon the earth, which Ayah your power giveth thee forever. Then Moshe severed 3 cities on the side of Jordan toward the sun rising, that the slayer might flee thither, or should kill his neighbor unawares, and hated him not in times past, and that fleeing into one of these cities he might live, namely Bezer, in the wilderness, in the plain country of the Reubenites, and Ramoth and Gilead of the Gadites, and Golan and Bashan of the Manassites. And this is the law which Moshe set before the children of Yasharhala. These are the testimonies and the statutes and the judgments which Moshe spake to the children of Yasharhala, and they came forth out of Egypt, on the side of Jordan, in the valley over against Beth Peor, in the land of Sihon, king of the Amorites, who dwelt at Heshbon, whom Moshe and the children of Yasharhala smote after they went forth out of Egypt. And they possessed his land, and the land of Og, king of Bashan, 2 kings of the Amorites, which were on the side of Jordan toward the sun rising, from Aroer, which is by the bank of the river Arnon, even unto Mount Sihon, which is Hermon, and that's the land of the giants. And all the plain of this side Jordan eastward, even unto the sea, of the plain under the springs of Pisgah. There you have it, man. That is Deuteronomy chapter 4. Awesome chapter, showing us how the Most High works. Either you're going to be with him, you're going to be obedient to him, you're going to read this book and understand this book, not the way that it was taught to you, but you're going to study for yourself and not hear all the lies that you've been taught by your pastors and so-called religious leaders of this world. But without question, you are the people of the Most High. You always have and you always will be. And if you just turn back to him, there's no stopping this once